On today's show of the Nashville Wellness Collective podcast, we have licensed massage therapist and owner of King of Massage, Dionté Wells, and his take on how massage therapy can have surprising health benefits. I am your host, Unique Cortez. The Nashville Wellness Collective is an online directory and resource with a large list of health and wellness practitioners in the Nashville area that span from Eastern to Western practices and everything in between. So whatever kind of practitioner you are looking for or interested in learning more about, the Nashville Wellness Collective is here to help. Visit us at thenashvillewellnesscollective.com and watch or listen to all of our podcast episodes, read our blog articles, and much more. Whatever part of your health and wellness journey you are on, the Nashville Wellness Collective has you covered from east to west. We would really appreciate it if you would go ahead and tap that like button, as it really helps the channel, and please leave us a rating, as we would love to know how you feel about the podcast. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website. Now, on to the world of massage therapy and all of its benefits. Without further ado, I give you Dionté Wells. Dionté, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Unique.
You're so welcome. How did you come about massage therapy? How did you start your journey in massage therapy?
So it was actually on accident. I wanted to be a physical therapist originally, but as soon as I graduated from high school, they actually increased or required more credentials. So instead of a regular bachelor's degree, regular 4 years, they actually wanted you to have a doctorate degree. So imagine like 12 years, I actually would have been graduating by now. And then I would have been, in the field that I actually wanted. And I'm like, did I really want to go all that schooling, owe all that money, be on that debt?
Yeah.
So one time I was just driving and I heard massage therapy on the radio. And I'm like, I mean, as a former football player, I went through every injury you could think of. I hurt every muscle.
Yeah.
And I had a chair massage once, but I never had a professional massage. But actually, they asked anybody would be interested receiving a tour at this school, and they're available this day and that day, and it really aligned with my schedule, my work schedule.
Nice.
So I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Let me just go. So I took a tour at Southeastern Institute. That's the school that I went to. Everybody was so nice. All the students looked like they loved being there. Yeah, it just felt right.
Yeah.
So I graduated from high school that May. August, I started massage school.
Wow. And so how long did massage school take you?
It took about 9 months. I completed 1,000 hours.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
For people watching, you might think, oh, massage therapy, I could do that to myself. I could do that to my arm, if I feel, and I mean, mind you, after a run, you might be able to, just a little, but tell us the scoop on what they teach you in school that the average person doesn't know.
So that is a great question. I know everybody think massaging is just rub or fluff and just, I just feel so relaxed. But honestly, you have to know what muscles. So they teach you anatomy, physiology, and pathology. Pathology is the diseases. It's some diseases that can keep you from receiving massages, or you can actually permanently hurt somebody if you don't know the conditions.
Wait, tell us more. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
In due time, your body go through different, I say, courses in their life. So you might end up getting like MS, or, you got to know if someone have diabetes, the type of diabetes, and say they have vertigo. They get very lightheaded, and you got to understand that you have to give that person a moment because their blood sugar or their energy level just shuts down. So honestly, it's just, you have to know in dealing with people's bodies that you have to just be mindful of their conditions.
Whoa, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah.
And diabetes and vertigo, you're right.
Yeah.
Like people just lay down on your bed and then can't get back up.
Can't get back up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, seriously.
That's so scary.
And then in an anatomy part, of course, we manipulate the muscle tissue. Say if they're athlete or they're a school teacher, they sit down a lot. You have to know what muscles that you can really target to make the massage more beneficial and custom to their needs.
Okay.
So
Yeah, because I'm sure when people lay down on the table, just by feeling their back, can
yeah.
you kind of tell what profession they're in? Or like, can you tell this is an athlete or this is a 9 to 5er or etc.?
So me being in my field, me being a licensed massage therapist for like over 10 years, I have
Wow.
massaged so many body types, so many people. I can just tell. Yes, it's just a feel. Honestly, I just can't explain it no more. It's just my hands kind of like levitate to that
Wow.
problem.
With experience, I'm
Yeah,
sure all the experience
yeah.
you have. And so, what is your clientele? Who do you see mostly come in for massages, and who should be coming in for massages?
I have a whole big clientele. I have nurses,
Hmm.
doctors, school teachers.
Hmm.
I have truck drivers. I have people that really have very demanding jobs,
Hmm.
and if they're not on their feet, like almost 8 9 hours a day, they're sitting down, putting a lot of pressure on their hips, low back. Also, it can be very tiring and stressful.
Hmm.
Who should really see me a lot? Just anyone that, of course, need to be educated on why your body's hurting,
Yeah.
and people that needs a good safe space. Because a lot of people, we always on the go. We move, 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 busy, busy, busy. If you always like that, your body will literally shut down, and you're no
Mm.
good not only for yourself to other people. Because we are always here to help
Yeah.
others.
Yeah, that's so true. Stress is a killer.
Stress is a killer.
I mean, it's no joke when they say that because it starts off, I feel, mentally for most people because of their jobs and
Yeah,
what they do on a daily, and thoughts constantly in the mind, and you just can't
exactly.
find a peace of mind. But all of that, I feel like it accumulates. And then before you know it, you start feeling those little trigger points, those pressure points, those aches and pains throughout your body.
Mm.
And then it's almost too late, but thank God for licensed massage therapists.
And sometimes people don't know until somebody actually put their hands on them. They think like, oh, that was just a little tightness. I could just sleep that off with a pop of Advil or something.
Oh my God. That happened to me with you when you put your hands on my neck or shoulder area. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my God. Like, I did not realize how tight my neck area was.
Mm.
Tension. I guess I am on a computer a lot. So doing,
And it feel like you're showing those to your ears.
yeah. So the second you did that, I was like, oh. So thank you. It does bring awareness too.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I mean, honestly, that's what I do. I actually can look at somebody and be like, "Hey, can I actually work on your hands or work on your shoulder or your neck?" Because I can
Yeah.
just see how their posture is
Hmm.
just bad.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be the person that I am if I don't at least
Yeah.
try to
Address
help
it.
you.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So, what do you say to the person who is watching or listening right now who's thinking to themselves, like, oh, I could do that on myself? Like, address those people for me, please, because this is not something that you can just do to yourself.
Right.
First of all, you can't even reach that part of your bag. If you can, please send me a video. But can you explain to people that might have that train of thought?
So, I mean, it is such thing as self-care. You can do stretching, you can do some sauna and a lot of extra things without having someone else to help you. Okay,
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Yeah.
But until you have a licensed massage therapist to really listen to you, to really care of their craft, it's life changing. It's
Hmm.
life changing. I have seen so many people that I do not know what to do anymore. Like basically feel defeated until
Mm.
they come into my office, really have a thorough conversation, and let me know what they've been dealing with for so long, so many years,
Hmm.
And I really customize the session for them.
Yeah.
And once you customize that session, they feel not only so much relief, but feel like they matter,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I love that you said customized because that's another thing that I know I wouldn't be able to do for myself. Aside from the obvious, I can't reach that middle part of my back. There's a lot of muscles on myself that I cannot reach and I couldn't effectively
yeah.
get to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I would need your help
Mm-hmm.
or the help of a licensed massage therapist
Sure.
for that. But another thing that you mentioned when you customize and how you're intuitive at this point with all the experience you have is looking at a person's body and seeing like, oh, I see the problem is coming from over here. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I was feeling pain in a certain spot and I'm not educated in this field. I don't know any better. So I'm over here massaging that one spot that I think the pain is coming from, but you look at my back and you'll see it completely differently. And you're like, I know the pain is coming from elsewhere. I need to work my way down the meridians or whatever
Yeah.
you do to get and that's another reason that I think just anyone
Mm-hmm.
should come see a licensed massage therapist because you know those trigger spots to hit.
So, and I add on to that. Some people think whatever area that they hurt is just stationary. No, sometimes you probably on your feet 10 hours a day, and they're throwing off your whole alignment of your back, your hips, depending on your work. If you're a construction worker and you're climbing over the machines and
Mm-hmm.
big boulders and stuff like that, you're putting a lot of pressure on your body, and it's trying to adjust itself because it's trying to not only finish the job,
Mm-hmm.
you're just trying to get through. You're just trying to push through
Yeah.
day to day.
Yeah.
So yeah, you really need to see a licensed massage therapist so that you will know yourself and how you continue to be mindful
Mm-hmm.
of not to do certain things to get you where you was before you walked in the room.
Mm-hmm. So another rebuttal that people might have while watching this is I want to have a massage so bad. I know I need it. I need to start a regimen. I need to include that in my recovery, in my self care
Mm,
regimen, but I don't know if I have the budget for it. What do you say to those people? Because,
mm,
in my opinion, like, I have to budget for it, but
mhm.
I make it a priority just like I pay my rent every month. Like
Right.
I put that in my budget
Hmm.
of self care.
Yeah.
So, what do you say to those people?
We are only gifted with one body.
Yeah.
And it's not at a sense that you get what you pay for, but you got to come to the realization of what's more important.
Mm,
Do you want to live a long time? Do you want to enjoy your kids, your grandkids? Are you really thinking longevity? Or you just going through the motion in life and just accepting pain, sickness, and yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Quality of life.
quality of life.
Yeah. Wow. Longevity and quality. And the
Yeah.
fact that you mentioned kids, I think of, oh my gosh, so many countless people out there who are suffering from back issues that can't even lift up their kids.
They can't
Or,
even walk. Take
yeah.
a just a simple walk at the park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push the stroller.
Yeah.
You invest in something that's important to you. You're only blessed and gifted with one body. But it comes down to it, do you think about the long run of do you want to enjoy your life with your kids, grandkids down the line? Yeah, you're not only just paying for not just a quality massage, but someone to really take the time out to learn your body.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we went to school for this. We actually had like I'm 10 years down. With someone that's been doing it for so long and has so much experience, you can trust me. You
Mm-hmm.
can trust someone that, hey, he's insured,
Mm-hmm.
licensed and educated.
Mm-hmm.
We have to continue education
Yeah.
classes. Yeah.
How often do you have to continue education?
So you have to complete about 24 hours of continuing education classes every 2 years.
Okay.
So, of course, they check in and see what class you took and if it's credited. And we do tend to see law and ethics.
Yeah.
They are really stern
Mm-hmm.
on that.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So people are paying for the quality, for longevity, and also for your education, your experience, your background, your intuitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that they're paying for. But okay, so you educated us a lot on not only your education, your background, your experience, and what people can expect from massage, but what I want to know is what are your plans for your business? I know before we turned the camera on and started rolling, you mentioned something about going on tour.
Yes. So I've been working on this truck. I have established a box truck and I turned it into a mobile massage studio. So I really want to showcase my truck. Not only just showcase it, I want to share my gift of massage to everyone. So I'll be traveling to different cities, as in North Carolina, or not cities, but states, North Carolina, South Carolina. I'll be traveling to LA. And
Nice.
yeah, just all over.
Woo!
Yeah.
All the way to LA.
All the way in LA.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun.
I know, I'm excited.
Wow. So how are you promoting this tour? It's kind of like you're a musician in a musical act. Like, you know how they go on tour?
Yeah.
Are you going to do something similar where you have like the lineup?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I mean, however it takes to market myself, I believe in myself. I believe in my passion and this new idea of massage truck.
That's incredible. So if you're watching, I know we are the Nashville Wellness Collective, but obviously it's not just Nashville. So Dionté and King of Massage, his King of Massage truck can travel to you. So he's mobile massage as well. So for those of you listening, watching that do not live in Nashville, don't worry. Dionté Wells has got you covered. So be sure to follow him and stay tuned so that you can see where his mobile massage truck is traveling to. This is so exciting.
Thank you.
Starting your own business, I'm sure, is scary. It's daunting. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of moving parts that you have to put together. So were there any obstacles? Well, I'm sure there were, because all of us as entrepreneurs have obstacles that we have to overcome. But what were your obstacles and how did you overcome them?
So I started at a spa. Just fresh out of school. I know I needed some money, but I was so excited of having my own career at a young age. Like I said, I started at 19. It gets to a point when you want to elevate. It's just, in you. So I had this idea. What if I do mobile massages? Like, just make it more convenient for clients that had the spa and they wanted to have massages at home. And I was asked a couple of times, so I said, why not? Me not knowing my worth, I'm just charging dirt cheap, massages. I don't know.
We've all been there, especially starting off. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the hurdles that I had to get over and learn myself is financially budgeting, the financial part. You need money to make money.
Thank you for saying that.
Like, you need money to make money.
So true.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have a whole other business venture that is for entrepreneurs about business.
You should.
And I'm going to use that sound bit of you.
Oh, man. I bet.
Because that is so important.
Seriously.
And it's something I want everyone to know from the beginning.
Yeah.
Is you need money to make money.
Seriously, you do.
Have to have that investment.
I mean, passion, it takes you so far. But honestly, you need every element. You need every element to make your dream come true.
Amen. Amen to that. So hurdles and getting over them. Who massages you? Do you get regular massages? Because I was just thinking of all of these hurdles that you have to overcome. And as a business person, as an entrepreneur, it's a lot of stress.
Yes.
So I know you are a perfect person to relieve stress on other people.
Yeah.
But I know you yourself
I gotta
also
practice what I preach.
You're right. You must be under a lot of stress yourself too. And so what do you do to help overcome stress?
So, how I overcome stress? Yes, I do get massages. I actually taught someone to give me a massage, so I can get it anytime I want.
Yay!
I get it anytime I want. But when it comes to self-care, I'm really big on self-care because you're transferring energy when you're putting your hands or when you're just around people 24/7. I take the time out to meditate. And yeah, like literally just go to my safe space in my home or wherever I can just de-stress and not think about anything. And even if I'm thinking about anything, I let my thoughts run its course. I don't try to control them.
I love that. I love that. I interviewed a girl named Rachel the other day who is the owner of Float Nashville.
Oh yeah.
And she floats often, practicing what she preaches.
Yeah.
And talks about how when you're in the float tank, your body is weightless, and it's a good time for you to try to quiet the noise in your mind and meditate. And she did say, but it's okay if thoughts occur. And she was like, thinking is normal. It's okay. Let that happen.
Right.
And she said what she likes to do is she likes to ask herself why. She likes to have curiosity and questioning around the thoughts that come up. And she said she notices sometimes when she's in there, she'll notice like, oh, my hip is hurting. And then she's like, I'll consciously ask myself, why? Like, why is my hip kind of hurting? Where does that stem from? Where is it coming from?
Yeah.
And then she'll keep asking herself why and eventually get to the point where she's like, oh my gosh, I was walking and it was crooked and I remember. And
so really dissect the whole problem.
Yeah. So do you ever find, because you said to let the thoughts kind of take its course.
Right.
Have you ever applied that train of thought of asking why, or the curiosity behind where your thoughts are coming from?
Yes, of course. So I don't try to control them, of course. I let it run its course because everything happens for a reason. It's here to teach you, here to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That makes sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Everything does happen for a reason. And even the not so great things are happening for a reason.
Right.
And I always like to stop and ask myself, what am I supposed to learn from this situation?
Right.
Even when it's a not so good situation.
Instead of having, the victimized mindset, because that problem turns to another problem and it overstacks itself, and now you come this big ball of stress.
Yeah. Which leads me to my next question. For people that are not practicing self-care, self-help, self-love, for people that are just letting the stress accumulate, how do you see stress in yourself or in other people, in your patients, your clients? How do you see stress manifest in physical form? Like, is it mostly knots in the muscles? What do you see?
So what do I see and experience from my clients? I feel knots. I feel like the whole muscle group itself is literally a rock, like a boulder. And honestly, I have felt the knot that it felt like another head was growing out their shoulders. Like they about to have an evil twin about to pop out, Yeah, it comes. And then sometimes, I read it in their body language, in their eyes. Sometimes, your eyes can really tell, like, if you're not okay, you're tired, you're angry. Yeah. So it's just.
What do my eyes tell you right now? Am I tired?
Just a little. Just a little. I don't know if the rain got you a little bit.
Let's blame it on the rain.
Let's blame it on the rain.
No, coming from an entrepreneur.
Yeah. And we constantly what's next? What's going on? Am I on point? Did I even do that? It's just, and plus, when you're an entrepreneur, you constantly got, different things, like
all of the things.
Yeah, going at one time. So we always gotta be on point.
Yeah. It can be exhausting for sure.
It's not for the weak.
Definitely not for the weak, not for everyone. So when people come in, you said you see that like knots and you see so much tension build up that it's like a
Yeah.
rock sometimes.
Right.
Do people come in also complaining about just pain in certain areas, or do they ever describe to you, like, I got this pain and it came out of nowhere? And then when you put your hands on their back and when you start asking them a few more questions,
Yeah.
do you, with your intuition and your knowledge and experience, do you determine like this came from stress?
Yes. And I ask certain questions and okay, did you do a certain movement? Did you sleep in this position? Because it can be the smallest thing.
Wow.
Repetitively, and it can just, over time, just not, and then completely like, okay, we're not going nowhere. You're gonna have to address this problem.
Wow. Sleeping. I hadn't even thought about that. I'm an on my side sleeper.
Ooh.
I know.
And I just know for a fact your neck is hollering
Just
every
preach.
time.
Preach to
I
me
just
and the
know.
millions of on their side sleepers that are watching, listening right
So,
now.
I mean, even if you're sleeping with a pillow, you can actually have too many pillows and it's actually throwing the alignment off your neck. And, that's the quickest way. If you cut the circulation, you have tightness, you cut the circulation from your neck. And when it cuts circulation in your neck, you get migraine. You get, it's just, everything up here is so sensitive because you holding this cranium,
Yeah.
you trying to balance that out, and then your brain right here like, hey, keep us safe.
So you're saying I could be smarter if I laid on my back?
And you know what? Sometimes it's different methods. I know some people, their body structure works a little different, so you can position yourself. Yeah, you can sleep any position. It's just how you position your self during that sleep, because you're sleeping about the average 7 to 8 hours a night.
Yeah.
So imagine your body is stuck like that the whole night.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm doing so bad. It comes to my
So,
sleeping form.
hey, your body get used to something. You have to just
Yeah.
unlearn something, and yeah.
I've definitely noticed sleeping on my side that I throw something out of alignment because I know my hips kind of like from laying on this hip.
Yeah.
I feel like
Kind
tension.
like out of place.
Yeah, a little. And when I go see the Cairo, he normally is like, yep, just a little. So
Yeah.
every time he's like, just a slight adjustment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that's because of how I sleep. Like, I know I'm doing it to
Nah,
myself. So I need to be more
8 or
aware.
9 times out of 10, it'd be the sleep.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what, like 2/3 of our day, like we sleeping.
1/3.
1/3. Yeah, my bad.
It's okay.
1/3.
But I understood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for anyone who's nervous about coming in to see a massage therapist, maybe they're nervous just because they've never had a massage before, or maybe they're nervous because they don't want to take off their clothes, or can you address those people that are nervous for XYZ reasons, why they shouldn't be nervous, or can you just console their nervous energy?
Yeah. Yes, massage is very intimate. And not only somebody putting their hands on you, they putting your hands on that vulnerable state. You're naked. That is that's the truth. But it's very important for you as the client to do your due diligence, to research for not only a highly qualified, educated, but insured. Really have their credentials and really making sure that their business is legit and they fit your needs. So read their website, read up on their social media, really pay attention of, okay, they're very active, they posting, but what are they posting? Do they actually, do their content speak directly to me? And read their reviews, the reviews doesn't lie. Like, people don't go on Google or, really make a video just the heck of it. They really felt like somebody need to experience, and experience this for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
give their testimonials.
Yeah, testimonials. Yes. So yes, that's what I really think, honestly. Like really just research, because every therapist is not the same.
And do they have to be completely in the buff or underwear? What do you suggest?
So me personally, I actually have a service that you do not have to disrobe. I can actually massage the most important parts, meaning it's customized to your needs. So I have this head, neck, and feet service.
There you go.
You can lay on the table with your clothes.
Yeah.
I can massage your head, literally like maybe tuck your collar, shirt, and get access to your neck and work on your feet.
Yeah.
Them 3 areas that we mostly have problems with on a day-to-day basis.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Like that would make such a world of difference, especially for people that are working these 9 to 5s that are like, look, I have a busy schedule. I have to get home. I have to go pick up the kids. I got to take them to soccer. I got to go make dinner, all of these things. But they're like, you know what? I have time to squeeze in like 30, 45 minutes with Dionté. I'm going to go hit him up. I don't have to take anything off. Just boom, boom, boom. Okay. Thank you, Dionté. I got to go cook dinner.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it can be that simple, honestly. And for the people that's just not even, uncomfortable with taking off their clothes. They just uncomfortable being touched in general. For those people, I have experienced those a lot, and how I actually help them to like literally let go is to breathe and just continue communicating.
Okay.
Use my words. Certain things that will ease your mind.
Yeah.
And we can just talk about anything throughout the whole session, honestly.
That's
Just
really cool.
communication it goes a long way. It goes a long way.
I love that you said that, and I'll be honest, when I first ever had my first massage, I was that person. I was a little intimidated, a little scared, didn't know what to expect. And my massage therapist, this was back in Houston where I'm originally from, she was so patient, so calm, and was just like, she's like, I'll just talk you through it. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And so I love how she would tell me about every muscle she was working on. So she's like, this is the such and such muscle. Can you feel it? It goes from here to here.
And that's a great therapist.
And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And so she's like, so now we're going to stretch it out a little bit this way. And I'm putting your arm this way because you feel this right here. I'm opening it up. And I was like, oh my God. Like, so I would learn about the anatomy, about my anatomy and how it works and how moving this opens up this back part and this, that, or the other. And she would just explain things as they go, because it can be, especially if it's your first time, it can be a little awkward but I love that you said you can talk people through it. Just talk, just communicate.
Because with me just talking to them, it just I can tell them like, hey, I can read your body, but I can't read your mind.
Yep. Oh, that's huge.
So just always right before I place my hands on anybody, just continue communicating with me. If it's anything uncomfortable, too much, even too light, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I just want you comfortable throughout the whole session so that we both can have a great experience and continue, on this path of recovery or healing.
I love that. Have you had any testimonials from some of your past patients, clients who have told you stories of like how maybe they started off as a person that had so much stress in their life, they didn't even realize it until they came to you, started getting regular massages from you, and then months later, they're like, wow, listen to my testimony? Have you had those, and can you share a couple with us?
I have a lot. And
your
honestly,
best one.
Best one? Okay. So I had a 86-year-old young lady.
Yes.
And she had about 56 surgeries.
Oh man!
So she literally walking around like RoboCop.
Oh no! Oh, she had metal pieces.
Pieces. So of course that's restricting blood flow. The reason why she had to get so many surgeries because at the same time some muscles was worn out, certain ligaments and tendons ripped off, and it's rubbing bone to bone. So with all these surgeries, all these metal implants, she needed deep tissue work.
Yeah.
And not only some deep tissue, more specific targeting areas to work on because that many surgeries, your body has went so much. I mean, had so much trauma, and it had built up over time.
Yeah.
So, with her being that age, had so many surgeries, she can't enjoy the smallest things like a walk in the park, like carrying your grandchildren on your hip.
Yeah.
So it came to a point like she didn't know what to do at this point. She tried multiple therapists. I mean, a chiropractor, good luck, getting an adjustment. So she found me on Google, and she was like she was impressed with my reviews, but what stood out the most when she looked at me and hugged me and cried and was like, "You have changed my life." Not only are you helping me function in this world, but you really care. You really took the time out to listen, and she's just living now.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
living, like really picking up her child. Not like going up the stairs and like, oh, let me take my time. No, I'm step by
Going up the
step
stairs.
now.
Yeah.
So that it brings so much joy to my heart.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally making a difference
Wow.
in somebody's life.
You gave her life back.
Basically.
That's huge. That's huge, man. Any other one you want to share with us? Any of your top 3 testimonials?
It's just generic. It's just like, hey, like you just really care for my body. It's just I have so many, but every single one stood out the most for me because not only they was grateful of how they feel, they can honestly feel like they don't have to go anywhere else. They feel like they found their safe haven.
Yeah.
Honestly, every single person have said that.
Yeah.
They have found that safe haven and a healing place.
That's amazing. They found that person who has made it onto their budgeting Excel sheet. Right? Like you are on their sheet of budgeting and like they're like massage money here. Boom for the month.
Seriously, yes. And honestly, that means so much because you can spend your money somewhere else. You to trust in my brand and invest in my dream. Like
it's so important. It's so important.
Yeah.
And I would much rather invest in getting massages on a regular, other holistic modalities, whether it be red light therapy or a chiropractor, but on a regular basis, I would much rather spend on that than on going out, eating out. Like I've cut back so much on the eating out business.
That's good. Because it's so expensive.
It's expensive sometimes and it's overcharged a lot of times. But the other thing is I didn't realize until doing this podcast, the type of ingredients, the harmful ingredients, the oils that are like oxidized oils that they're using in their food because of cost, which I understand.
Right.
But you can go to a restaurant and order grilled chicken and broccoli, and it could not be as healthy as doing grilled chicken and broccoli at your house and putting the right oils in and not adding extra ingredients like MSG to make it flavorful and taste great. But the MSG is what's doing us harm. And then it's in a lot of East Asian food.
Yeah.
Just in general. And that's what makes it taste so great.
Yeah.
Great.
Can't get enough.
It's so good. But that's what keeps you coming back for more.
Yeah.
And so, and it's also found in a lot of fast food. And, that's what makes it taste so great too.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, I might as well get the 2 for 1 because I'm going to eat both burgers. It's so
Get
bad.
a bang for your buck. Like they dress it up so nice. Yeah, they dress it up so nice.
They know how to get you. But that's why it's important to watch this podcast. Stay informed. Stay informed. But ever since I interviewed Ashley, if you haven't seen that episode, go watch it. Go watch it. I recommend it.
Cool.
She touches on all of that, on the oils that you should avoid and what oils to be cooking with and how to shop when you go to the grocery store. Just a lot of information that it should be common knowledge, but it's you know what you know and you don't know what you don't know.
True. Very true.
So it's important to continue educating yourself on different topics, especially health and wellness. So if you don't have a budget for massage or something that treats yourself on a monthly basis, set aside a budget for that. Stop eating out and
Yeah.
take that budget and put it in place of that and start treating your health and wellness.
Yes.
That's so important.
I guess people don't take the time out to really see how they can easily prep their meals. You know, you don't have to use so many ingredients. A lot of people, they living to eat instead of eating to live.
I love that analogy. That's so true. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I know, as an entrepreneur,
you know, yeah, I mean,
we've all been there.
Yeah. Some days you're like, man, I haven't ate all day.
Right.
Like, I've been busy all day. So now, hey, winter's around the corner. I can save me a hot little hour. I can just eat this right now.
I'm thinking that now.
Oh, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ashley, help.
When you mentioned that the lady that had all of the surgeries and you said her body has been through so much trauma, and I know from interviewing other people that tissue holds trauma.
Yes. Oh,
Do you mind speaking on that just a little bit? Like, for example, somebody who has probably maybe been in a car accident, maybe they were hit from behind, their body has gone through like all of this trauma,
right?
Their subconscious mind, everything held on to that moment of fear, that moment of like, this is, I hope I live. I hope I don't die. And then now it's been 2, 3, even 5 years. It doesn't matter. Tissue holds trauma. They're wondering why they've gone all this time and their back always hurts. Their back feels like a rock to this day. Can you talk to that person?
Gotcha. So for some, let me address for those that continuously hold trauma in their body over the years. Your muscles have memory. They learn the repetitive movements that you do every day. They have to adjust.
Yeah.
They have to adapt. Yeah. Because if they don't adapt, your muscles never get stronger. They'll just get weaker. Yeah. So with your muscles having their mind of their own, they can get tired. They can shut down on you because your body can only take so much. But for the people that had an accident, had like a whiplash, that's a quick trauma that they're not braced for. They're not braced for. So now that muscle is torn apart, ripped, and it's very internal. So it's like you can do more harm than good if you have somebody touch on. So yes, you do need time to have that recovery so that your muscle can be like, hey, okay, the inflammation go down, we back to normal, but you need to break up that muscle tissue. Yeah. That muscle tissue, that scarring can actually harden and it won't function the same way. Yeah. It won't at all. Yeah. You have to continue to get massages so that you can get that blood flow and break off that muscle scar tissue. Yeah. To get the blood flowing. So a massage helps with all of that. Keeping things moving. Yeah. So what I mean by blood flow, so imagine like your muscle tissue is metaphorically like a water hose. So when it's like full lengthen out, the water go through the hose as properly. Right. So yeah, imagine a knot. Literally, it ties a knot in the water hose. It's a restriction. Yeah. Pressure will build up. Wow. So maybe it's a little bit or none at all of water coming out. Whoa. So until you untie that knot, it's just going to build up, and build up. Whoa. And hence, when you massage people, sometimes you feel like an actual lump, like a knot. So that would be like the water building up in the... Exactly. That's a perfect analogy. I love that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody once told me, a personal trainer, they said that massage was very important. And they explained, when you are just going about your day, like you said, repetitive things, that sometimes you'll get like a knot in there. Like, imagine a string or a piece of yarn, and you tie a knot in it, and at first it's loose, but if you go and you think that, oh, I'm just going to stretch this little pain I feel, I'm going to stretch it out, they're like, imagine pulling the ends of that knot and pulling it more and more. And it gets tighter and tighter, and then now it's to a point like it's no return. Yeah. And so that's why they emphasized, get your massages, especially if you're physically active.
you're in the gym every day, or
bodybuilders,
anyone who's even the weekend warriors, people like myself who are like 2-3 times a week, it doesn't matter. If you're trying to stay physically active and quasi athletic, then making those appointments for your massages is so important. But the way he described it, I will never forget. So I went, oh my God, before I go into the sauna and stretch, I'm going to book my appointment and get my massage, get that deep tissue, get it.
Worked out.
Get it out.
Yeah.
Get it
worked out by a professional.
By a professional who knows what they're doing. Yeah. Get it worked out and then go do some deep stretches.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget that information. So people that are listening and watching, you got the information straight from the source. You got it from our friend Dionté Wells, owner and founder of King of Massage here in Nashville, but he's mobile. So anywhere he travels, he's mobile. He has his mobile truck where he can do massages in there. It's a beautiful truck. I've seen it. I'll try to post some pictures of it over this as we're talking about it so we can see. But go ahead and give him a follow. Do you want to let him know your Instagram?
Yes, so I am Instagram _ King of Massage, the way it sounds, the way it's spelled. I'm also on Facebook. And just shoot me a DM and I can't wait. I look forward to seeing you.
And where can they book an appointment with you?
You can book an appointment at kingofmassage.net.
On top of that, did you want to mention maybe a special promo code that we have?
Of course, don't everybody love discounts and saving money? So I have a 50% discount for everybody that's watching this podcast. So you can go ahead and click the link below.
So for those of you watching, you guys are lucky. You lucked out because Dionté, of course, cares about your health and your wellness, and he's providing us today with a special promo code to save 15% off of your booked massage with him. And the promo code is NWC15. I'll have it in the show notes below, so be on the lookout for that and just use it. Can they just use it at checkout?
Yes.
Just use it at checkout.
All right.
Thank you.
See you soon.
So you heard it. You know how to book an appointment and use your promo code. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me, Nate. I really do appreciate it.
You're so welcome. Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Nashville Wellness Collective podcast. Like, share, and follow us on social media at the Nashville Wellness Collective for exclusive content and giveaways. Thank you again to Dionté Wells of King of Massage. To contact Dionté, view our show notes for all of his details. Follow so you don't miss an episode. Until next time, the Nashville Wellness Collective has got you covered from east to west.